These are some of the 4,000 families literally being flooded out of their lakeside homes because a developer wants their land to build high-rise. Over 1,000 families have already left. If not flooded out, then because of the threats and intimidation. But a recent change in mood amongst the residents has taken observers by surprise.
I'm not sure what the spark was, but you know, for the last 2 years, the entire Bangkok community has been gripped in fear. You know, they've been scared to stand up really for their rights, you know, in big numbers. But you know, all of a sudden, really in the last couple of weeks, you know, you have this groundswell of momentum and many people coming out.
They're asking the company to grant them a part of the 133-hectare site to build new houses.
The
authorities hold a dim view of this grassroots activism and broke up their meeting held 2 weeks ago to discuss the evictions. The residents took to the streets in spontaneous protest. Everyone knows how heavy-handed the government and developers can be. In this eviction last year, before negotiations for compensation were even finished, they sent in the thugs. The residents fought back, but it was no use. Over 200 families ended up being dumped on this patch of barren land. There's no power, water or sanitation, and employment opportunities, schools, hospitals and other services are miles away. Their new homes, if you can call them that, are set in a depression, and the whole area floods to knee height when it rains. Land rights activist David Pred, who urged them to fight the eviction, is outraged.
I said it's criminal. They've just dug the place out. They took all the topsoil off before they dumped people here. It's you know, literally just dumping people in a ditch.
They're now making their own documents, hoping that might give them some claim to title of this piece of degraded land.
These are people that have been evicted twice, you know, in 1 year, and they have no security that they won't be evicted again.
Why would they be evicted again from here? There's nothing...
Well, you never know. I mean, it seems like all the land is up for grabs in Cambodia today.
The developer, 7NG, has left a trail of destruction in its wake, and perversely, it has an incentive to continue evicting people. 7NG is also building this sprawling satellite town, which needs to be filled with people. But those who've taken a house here as compensation for eviction soon regretted the decision. This man slept only one night here before moving back to Phnom Penh with relatives. There's still no running water, and the integrity of the structure is questionable.
It's very dirty. As you can see, it's black. Right? You can see it's black, okay? Not good. So the company, you know, they spend very, very cheaper to build a house for the president of the home.
Out the back, raw sewage seeps into a field. Prices are well below what 7NG told them the houses were worth. Just around the corner, there's a third group of eviction victims still camped out in a crude shelter. They were mostly just renting in Day Krahom, but say they were promised land for their help dividing the community. 7NG enlisted some of them on eviction day, turning them against their former neighbours, who were holding out for a better deal. But for all their efforts, they've received nothing. Obviously, the community leaders find it an uncomfortable subject. When I find Mr. Yan and ask him, he doesn't want to talk about them. The 58 families in over there, what can you tell me about them? But didn't you make a deal with them? Mr. Yan, a former motorbike taxi driver, has done well out of the company. His house is one of the biggest here, and there's clearly no problem with running water at his place. The Cambodian government knows how to treat its international visitors. They're very aware that donor countries contribute billions of dollars in development aid, including $28 million for a land titling project run by Finland, Canada and Germany. Like other major donors, these countries have a big stick to wield to ensure ethical development, but they choose not to.
Well, they should be demanding, basic environmental and social safeguards for their funding support. They should be demanding, basic human rights conditions be attached to their development assistance. You have egregious human rights violations being committed against the people here in Bangkok and people around this country. Some of these donors seem to think that titling is this narrow technical activity that doesn't have anything to do with politics, that doesn't have anything to do with human rights. And it couldn't be farther from the truth.
At 7NG's satellite town, a row of houses is reserved for the remaining lakeside residents. But, having seen what's in store for them, they've committed to stay and fight for their rights.